Hello everyone, I'm doing another Instagram live while I walk to work, and this is going to be short, but I have some things I need to talk about before I forget. My head is full of thoughts, and there's a dog barking out there, right there, and I'm walking along this street trying to get to work. And see, here's the thing, I did an Instagram live last time I worked, and I thought, well, this is kind of stupid. People can't see me. It's just, dark. But, it's not about what I look like. It's about what I have to say. And maybe this is for the best. Because I have a lot to say. All right. So here's the thing. Now, people know, if they follow me, that, I came out as transgender when I was 31 years old, just before my 32nd birthday, if I remember correctly, something like that. And some people had a nervous breakdown over it. And then it took me another 5 or 6 years, whatever. And I came out as gay after I finally figured that out. But here's where it gets weird, okay? I might be a Christian, but I'm not like the others. See, here's the thing is, I'm a woman, but I was born in a male body. I'm gay, but I choose not to have sex with men. And I'm a Christian, but I don't claim to have all the answers. This is where it gets really crazy, guys, because I don't believe that you have to believe the religion of Christianity, and that you have to believe in a literal Bible. And I also don't believe specifically that you have to kill and eat animals. I don't believe that you're going to hell for being gay. I don't believe any of these so-called add-on doctrines that humans have made up. The people who call themselves Christians have they've made up all these doctrines that have nothing to do with the Bible, and even some of the stuff in the Bible is just completely made up by people. If you look at the racism and sexism, especially in the Old Testament, and the animal sacrifices, and I have my own beliefs about this. Oh, hi, Anna. I thank you. Thank you for joining my live, Anna. Yeah, see, here's the thing is, I've been getting into, I Will Abolish the Bow by Matthew King, and seeing, it explains so well veganism as the application of what Jesus taught with the golden rule, and New Earth abolitionism, the idea that we're not going to be killing animals in heaven or on the new earth, so why not live the ideal way, the Garden of Eden way now? And it's like, this has never been explained to me before. This is incredible. This book needs to get out. This is great. And see, here's the thing is, I was raised in church. I was raised as a Christian. But then what happened was a lot of things. I got disappointed with Christians who were for abortion, who were pro-choice. And I found out that lots of people in the church I was attending at the time, they were pro-abortion, basically. And then I knew something was wrong with me. I knew I was either gay or transgender. I didn't know what I was at the time. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to hell. So I guess I can't be a Christian. And people told me that, you can't be gay and a Christian. You can't be transgender and a Christian. I remember how sad I was. I was on the Geeks for Christ forum, and I was telling people I might be transgender, and they're like, oh, you can't be a Christian and be transgender. I was just so sad. And I let people talk me out of being a Christian. And I let the carnivorous Christians who they use the Bible to justify homophobia. They use the Bible to justify killing of animals because it's commanded in the Old Testament. And here's the thing about it. I have been afraid. I've been too afraid to wrestle with these issues. These are important issues. And I I also, Anna, I'm very glad you're joining this live because I want you to hear this specifically. You've really inspired me because I've realized that you are a Christian, but you're not anti-gay, you're not anti-trans, and you're a vegan who loves the animals like I do. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Maybe I need to rethink some things. Maybe it is possible to be who I am and to love the animals and be gay or transgender or whatever. Maybe it is possible to do these things and still be a Christian. And sometimes you don't know it's possible till you see somebody else do it. And it's very interesting because I'm just like, well, you know, my experience with Honesty the Unicorn has shown me that even if you are not, depending on where you are in the world, the family you're born into, or the body you're born into, your experience is going to be different. I mean, think about this. So a person who's heterosexual, who's straight, they have an easier time being a Christian because they aren't told that they can't be a Christian. And then the gay people, they're told, oh, you can't be a Christian because you're an abomination and you're going to hell. And so then the gay people stop identifying as Christian. They stop being Christian, at least in what they say, because they're like, oh, well, I'm excluded. I'm not allowed to be a Christian. And what happened, this was so freaky to me, because I was working at Walmart, okay? I was working at Walmart, and this is very important, is that I was talking to God. I was talking to Honesty the Unicorn in my head while I stalked at Walmart. And what happened was, I'm like, well, how can I be a Christian? How can I be a Christian when I am what I am? I'm transgender, and I'm not like what people expect. And Honesty the Unicorn said to me, since when have you, Chastity, let people tell you who you are and who you can be? And ever since that moment when Honesty said that to me, I'm like, wait, you're right. Okay, that car needs to go where it's going. I don't care about that car. But I'm like, wait a minute. Honesty is right. Like, okay, so I never let people tell me that I can't be a woman just because I was born with a penis. Like, I never let people tell me that I can't be a woman. I never let people tell me I can't be vegan. People say that you can't be vegan. I've been doing it for man, how long has it been? 11 years by now? Like, wow. Since when have I let anybody tell me what I am? And yet I let people tell me, oh, you can't be a Christian. Oh, you're too gay, you're too transgender, and you don't believe the whole Bible. So if you don't believe everything in the Bible, then you're going to hell and you're an unbeliever, but wait, Honesty is right. Since when did I let people tell me what I can be? Oh, man. Oh, second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the sail. I'm the master of my sea. Ooh, ooh, the master of my sea. Ooh, ooh. Oh, man. Honesty. You made me a believer. Pain. Let the bullets fire, let them rain. My life, my love, my drive, that came from pain. Okay, I love that song, but that's unrelated. I just felt that song right now. But I'm like, whoa, what is happening here? Because I'm just realizing I let people lie to me and tell me, oh, I can't be a Christian. But what does it mean? What does it mean? Well, that's the thing. I explained in my last live, which is a very good live. I recommend people listen to my previous live. It's recorded on Instagram, and it's Gay Moments Rant. It was like a 22-minute rant of me talking about various things, talking about a chest, talking about I will abolish the bow, and then I shared the story near the second half about how I figured out I was gay, okay? So there was like gold content, like there's some good content in that previous live. But the thing is, You can be vegan, but what does that mean? You can be gay, but what does that mean for you? You can be Christian, but what does that mean for you? Like, whoa. And I'm not like other people. I am not normal. Also, I might be ADHD. I don't know. I know I'm autistic. I know that for sure. And anybody who's seen my computer programming or gaming skills can tell you that I'm deeply obsessed and analytical and strategical, and I love math, so I'm definitely autistic. But the way that my mind has been jumping to all these different things lately, I have a lot on my mind, and I feel weird because this has been spring break. This was the last day of my spring break, and I start school again tomorrow, and so I've had more time to think. I've had more time to read. I've had more time to think. I guess you could say I've had more time to pray too, and it's kind of a strange thing. Something's happening to me, and I can't explain it. That's the thing about it. And you know how there's these moments where you feel something, you think something, you know something, you want to say something, but you know that if you don't say it then, you're going to forget about it. And I know what's going to happen. As soon as I start working at Walmart, the bosses are going to be talking to me. I'm going to be focusing on the products I'm stocking. And I'm just afraid that I will forget this feeling, what I'm feeling right now. It's going to be a long time before I have another break from school. A long time before I have the time to think about all of these things that I'm thinking about right now. But yeah, I mean, I've started to realize that my existence, the reason I exist, is because I break down every stereotype. You know what? I challenge people's ideas of gender, what a man or woman should be. I challenge people's ideas that they have to eat meat and dairy and eggs or honey to survive. I challenge people's ideas. I just challenge people's ideas because I'm different. I don't do things the way other people do. And, okay, that's a loud car. Okay, I must run before I get run over. Okay. Woo! Oh, man. Okay, anyway, I hope I'm still alive. Yeah, see, I had to run across Chipman so I didn't get run over. Still on my way to work, but here's the thing is, last night, I was actually, I was playing Minecraft after I did lots of other things. I did some streams, and I was playing Minecraft, and I was listening to the Queens Gambit, the audiobook of the Queens Gambit. The book that tells the story of Beth Harmon and how she became a chess player. I listened to like the first hour and a half of that 11-hour audiobook. What was very interesting, and this isn't necessarily related to everything else I've said, but what was very interesting is the way Beth, she wasn't like the other children. And she was interested in playing chess. And she did not let anyone stop her. Because that guy in the basement, he's like, girls don't play chess. But that one did. And I, as someone who's a chess player and very interested in chess and Tetris, it's like, we can't let people tell us what game we want to play. That's basically how this relates. The moral of this Instagram live here is don't let other people tell you who you are. Don't let them tell you what your religious beliefs are. Don't let them tell you that you can't play chess. Don't let them tell you that you're a man or woman. You have to figure that out for yourself. Don't let people tell you that you can't be vegan. Don't let people tell you you can't be Christian. And I know that I'm going to be arriving at work soon, so I will have to end this. But I'm just thinking, how ultimately I don't believe that your future, your eternal destination, your salvation, whatever you call it, I don't believe it depends on you happening to be born into the right family that teaches you the right religion. I don't believe that. I believe that God will find you. God will find you wherever you're at in a way that you can understand. Because if God can do that for me, God can do that for you. And so it's not required for me to convert people to my religion, because people's beliefs about things change. It's important to evolve. It's very important to evolve. Just as I'm not the same as I was when I was a teenager, I didn't know abortion was happening. I didn't know anything about LGBT people. I didn't know any of that. I didn't know how to do computer programming or to play Tetris or chess the way I do now. People change, and that's what's beautiful about life is change. People can change and they can learn new things. And I may feel one way now, but in 10 years, I'm going to look at what I thought now. I'm going to look at it differently, because that's what we do. We grow up, we change, we learn new things. And so I don't believe in having something that's just set in stone that can't change. And I feel that's kind of where people go wrong with the Bible, because it's an ancient book and it is the way it is. And people continuously try to apply something that was written back then by people we don't know, and they try to apply it in modern life the way that the world is now. And let's face it, the world is not what it was before. We have new countries that didn't exist. We have the internet, and people can learn things. And I'll tell you the truth, if you go back far enough, there's a lot of people who did not have the option to be vegan back then, because they had to hunt and kill animals to survive. If there was a famine and they didn't have a way to grow enough vegetables, you know what I'm saying? So they couldn't be vegan back then, but things are different. We live in a society now, most of us, where people have the option to be vegan. They have the option. In some countries, you can get gay married. That's cool, you know, if you can do that, if that's your thing, you know. I'm just saying, things have changed the way, and we have to interpret everything in light of how things apply to our lives now, I believe. That's just kind of my thoughts. That's my opinion. Take it for what you will. But what I like about doing these videos while I'm walking to work is that I'm not distracted by things at home, or my mom talking to me, or whatever is going on, or what I'm trying to read, or what game I'm trying to play. And I'm just walking and I just have my thoughts. And this is all unscripted. Everything I'm saying is just completely unscripted. There's no script. There's no preparation. There's no planning. And that's how I know that what I'm saying right now is the truth. It's absolutely just true. Everything that I'm saying what I think. I'm saying what I feel. And there is a man on a bicycle going uphill. Okay, that was random. But you know, it's just funny. So yeah, I like doing these Instagram lives, and honestly, Instagram is much more fun than Facebook. It's just cool because everything is a picture. Every post is a picture or a video. And thank you for joining my Instagram live, Anna. It's been fun. I think I'm going to do these more often, just so I can, release my thoughts before I start work. It's really amazing. And there is a fire truck, or no, that is a Walmart truck. Okay, that is a Walmart truck. I am very close to Walmart right now. And also, keep in mind, Anastasia, keep in mind these things that I have said in this live, because I still totally want to do a podcast with you, like I've emailed you and texted you about before. I feel like there would be a way for us to discuss some of these issues, discuss pro-life and vegan issues, and even religion, whatever it may be, because there's some things about the board meetings. I only see you in in the board meetings, but the problem is there is a conflict between the board members of current issues, as you well know. And I feel like they shut down anything that doesn't conform to their set in stone ideals. And I just think that you and I are a little bit more revolutionary than the rest of the board members. And there's some things that need to be discussed that they are too afraid to talk about. And so that's why we definitely need to branch out and do our own podcast, do our own discussions about these things. And that's why I contacted you about this stuff. So yeah, I guess that pretty much covers it, because now I have to work all night long at Walmart, stocking products. Who knows which department they'll put me in this time. So, thank you to anyone who listens to this video. And as I always say, be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes. Also, I love you, Anastasia. Good night, everyone.